Cho everybody, NZ Blazing here, back with another squad builder type video. As this time around I got the 2015-2016 season in the NBA. As I got the Phoenix Suns here, as I'm going to do a gameplay scenario, a simulation on Devin Booker's first rookie year in the league at a 79 overall at age 19, alongside Brandon Knight, Eric Bledsoe, TJ Warren, Markieff Morris, PJ Tucker, Tyson Chandler, Alex Len, and Jordan McRae. And anyway, we'll get into the simulation as it's on 12-minute quarters, Hall of Fame settings. Hall of Fame settings. No injuries, no trades. And yeah, we'll start the season off and get into it and see how well Devin Booker can do in his first season as a Phoenix Sun. So we'll go from October 19th to November 5th to start off. So we'll simulate through. So we take a big win over the Mavs, then lose to Portland, lose to the Clippers, then take a win over Golden State, a win over New Orleans, then lose to the Rockets, a win over Minnesota, then lose to Portland and lose back-to-back times against Portland. So we start off 4-5. So we'll check the win against the Mavs. So Devin Booker goes off for 46 points in his first game, 24 points for TJ Warren, and 20 points for Brandon Knight. 33 points and 17 rebounds for Dirk Nowitzki, so a double-double. And then the loss to Portland, 39 points for CJ McCollum, 38 points and 10 assists for Dame Lillard, so a double-double. 29 points coming from Devin Booker, 21 from Eric Bledsoe. Then the loss to the Clippers, 30 points and 12 assists coming from Blake Griffin, so a double-double. 23 points coming from CP3, 31 points with 2 rebounds and 7 assists for Devin Booker, 24 points for TJ Warren, and 22 points for Brandon Knight. And then the win against Golden State, Markieff Morris with 22 points and 13 rebounds, so a double-double. 22 points for Brandon Knight, 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists coming from Devin Booker, but he fouled out. 33 points coming from Steph Curry, 24 for Klay Thompson, 15 for Harrison Barnes. And then the win against New Orleans, Brandon Knight with 24 points, Bledsoe with 22, Devin Booker with 22 points, 1 rebound and 4 assists, but he fouled out again. Anthony Davis with 38 points and 15 rebounds, so a double-double for him. 23 points for Tyreke Evans. And then the loss to the Rockets, 22 points, 5 rebounds and 5 assists coming from Devin Booker. 19 points for TJ Warren and Brandon Knight with only 15. 37 points and 12 assists for James Harden, so a double-double. Corey Brewer with 15 points. And we move on to the win against Minnesota. 46 points, 2 rebounds and 5 assists coming from Devin Booker with also 2 steals, shooting 7 of 10 from deep. Eric Bledsoe with 19 points and 13 rebounds, so a double-double. 22 points coming from Karl Anthony Towns, Kevin Martin with 17, and Zach LaVine with 12. And then the loss against Portland, 23 points for Eric Bledsoe, 18 points and 4 assists coming from Devin Booker, shooting 6 of 17, so he struggled. 35 points for CJ McCollum, 28 points coming from Damian Lillard. And we take back-to-back losses to the Trailblazers. 23 points for Bledsoe, 16 points, 1 rebound and 3 assists with 2 steals for Devin Booker, shooting 6 of 18 though. 45 points coming from CJ McCollum, with 39 points also coming from Damian Lillard. So we move on and we'll simulate from November 7th to November 26th. So we'll simulate through. We take a win against the Sixers, lose to Minnesota, lose to the Magic, lose to Miami, win against Golden State, lose to the Jazz, win against the Knicks, win against the Lakers, lose to Detroit, and then win against the Jazz. So we've got a 9-10 record, so we'll check the winner over the 76ers. 23 points and 17 rebounds for Embiid, so a double-double. 26 points and 3 assists for Devin Booker, 17 points for Brandon Knight, and 16 points and 10 rebounds for Markieff Morris, so a double-double. And then the loss to Minnesota, 20 points coming from Andrew Wiggins, 19 for Zach LaVine, 27 for Brandon Knight, 14 for TJ Warren, and Devin Booker struggled with 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists because he fouled out shooting 5 of 17. And then the loss to the Magic, Vucevic with 17 points and 16 rebounds, so a double-double. Tobias Harris with 14. Victor Oladipo with 12 points. TJ Warren with 30 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. Devin Booker with 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists, shooting 5 of 12. And then the loss against Miami, 21 points coming from Dwayne Wade, 19 for Josh Richardson, Chris Bosh with 19 points and 12 rebounds, so a double-double. 26 points coming from Devin Booker with 3 assists, but he fouled out. 19 points for Brandon Knight, 16 points and 10 rebounds for Eric Bledsoe, so a double-double. And then the win against Golden State, 29 points and 10 assists for Brandon Knight, so a double-double. 22 points for Eric Bledsoe, 19 points, 1 rebound and 2 assists for Devin Booker, shooting 8 of 23. And then Clay had 28 points and Steph Curry had 27. And then the loss to the Jazz by 3. Gordon Hayward with 23, Trey Burke with 20, Rudy Gobert with 18 points and 16 rebounds, so a double-double. 28 points for Eric Bledsoe, 23 points, 1 rebound and 14 assists coming from Devin Booker, so he notches his first double-double of his rookie season. And then 21 points for TJ Warren. And then we move on to the win against the Knicks. 32 points, 4 rebounds and 7 assists coming from Devin Booker. 22 points and 14 assists for Bledsoe, so a double-double. 24 points and 10 rebounds for Kristaps Porzingis, so a double-double. Carmelo Anthony with 23. And then the win against the Lakers. 21 points, 2 rebounds and 4 assists coming from Devin Booker. 20 points, 15 rebounds, and 14 assists coming from Eric Bledsoe, so a triple-double for him. 24 points, 12 rebounds for Julius Randle, so a double-double. 20 points for Kobe Bryant, 15 points for Lou Williams, and rookie D'Lo with 13 points, 1 rebound, and 4 assists. And then the loss to the Detroit Pistons, 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists coming from young Devin Booker. Brandon Knight with 19, Markieff Morris with 14, 20 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 19 for Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris Sr. with only 18. And then the win against the Jazz, 33 points, 4 rebounds and 12 assists coming from Devin Booker with also 4 steals, so he gets a double-double. Eric Bledsoe with 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists, so a triple-double. TJ Warren with 27. 32 points for Gordon Hayward. Trey Burke with 15. Rudy Gobert with 14 points and 12 rebounds, so a double-double. So we move on into early December. So we'll go from November 28th to December 17th. So we've got a 9-10 record, so we're not quite at 50%. So we'll simulate through. And we take a loss to the Kings to start off, and then a win against the Bulls, and then a loss to the Rockets, and then a win against the Spurs, a win against the Mavs, a win against the Celtics, a win against New Orleans, back-to-back wins against New Orleans, then lose to the Rockets, then get a win over the Clippers, and then a win over New Orleans. So we've now got a 17-13 record. So we'll check the loss against Sacramento. 49 points and 12 rebounds coming from DeMarcus Cousins, so a double-double. Rudy Gay with 25. 28 points coming from Devin Booker with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. 23 points for TJ Warren and 21 points for Markieff Morris. And Bledsoe with another triple-double out here with 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists. And then the win over Chicago, 41 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists coming from Devin Booker, shooting 16 of 27 from the field, shooting 5 of 7 from deep. Eric Bledsoe with 24 points, and TJ Warren fouled out with 15. Paul Gasol with 22 points and 13 rebounds, so it's a double-double. 19 points for Doug McDermott, and Derrick Rose with only 14. And then the loss to the Rockets, Devin Booker with a 30-piece and 3 assists. 20 points and 12 rebounds for Eric Bledsoe, so a double-double. 32 points coming from James Harden. 16 points and 11 rebounds for Dwight Howard, so a double-double. And Trevor Ariza with 15 points. Move on to the win against the Spurs. 22 points for Manu Ginobili, 16 for Kawhi Leonard, 15 for LaMarcus Aldridge, and 14 points and 10 rebounds for Tim Duncan, so a double-double. 34 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists coming from Devin Booker. 26 points and 11 rebounds from Eric Bledsoe, so a double-double. And then the win against the Mavs, 16 points for D. Williams, 12 points for J.J. Barea, and 10 points for Dirk Nowitzki. 33 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists coming from Devin Booker. 25 points for TJ Warren. Eric Bledsoe with 20 points. And then the win against the Celtics. 32 points coming from Brandon Knight. 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists coming from Devin Booker. And 20 points for TJ Warren. 19 points for Avery Bradley. Kelly Olynyk with 15. And Isaiah Thomas with 12 points. And then the win against the New Orleans Pelicans, Anthony Davis with 18 points and 14 rebounds, so a double-double. 16 points for Jrue Holiday. Eric Gordon with only 10. 31 points for Eric Bledsoe. 20 each for TJ Warren and Marcus Morris. And Devin Booker struggled with 10 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists, shooting 5 of 11. And then back-to-back wins against the Pelicans. 26 points for Anthony Davis, 19 for Eric Gordon, and Jrue Holiday with 17. 38 points coming from TJ Warren, Marquise Morris with 20 points, and Devin Booker with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. So yeah, we'll move on to the loss now against the Rockets. 36 points and 11 rebounds coming from James Harden, so a double-double. Dwight Howard with 19 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double. Clint Capella with 15 points and 13 rebounds, so a double-double. 20 points for TJ Warren. 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists coming from Devin Booker. 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists coming from Brandon Knight. Then we move on to the game against the winner over the Clippers. 25 points coming from Blake Griffin. 14 for J.J. Redick, 14 for Jamal Crawford, 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists coming from Devin Booker, 22 points and 10 rebounds for Eric Bledsoe, so a double-double. And then the win against the New Orleans Pelicans, so we won against them 3 times in a row. 32 points for Brandon Knight, 22 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists for Devin Booker, 20 points for TJ Warren, 19 points and 13 rebounds for Alex Len, so a double-double. 21 points for Tyreek Evans, 19 points for Eric Gordon, and 16 points and 12 rebounds for Anthony Davis, so I guess another double-double. So we move on into late December, early January. So we'll go from December 19th to January 8th, so we'll simulate through. So we take a win over the Lakers and then lose to Washington. So we'll quickly look at those 2 games before re-simulating. So 41 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists coming from Devin Booker. 20 points for Markieff Morris. 17 points for Alex Len. 21 points for Julius Randle. 19 points for Kobe Bryant. And 16 each for Lou Williams and D'Angelo Russell. And then the loss to the Washington Wizards, 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists coming from Devin Booker. 25 points for Brandon Knight. 23 points for TJ Warren. Eric Bledsoe with 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists, so a triple-double. John Wall with 39 points. and Bradley Beal with 21. So then we'll simulate from December 20th to January 13th. So we'll simulate through. So we take a win over Memphis, then lose to Denver, lose to Memphis, lose to Washington, and we finish December with a win over the Raptors. And then we take a win over the Knicks, and then we lose to the Cavs, win against Miami, then lose to the Cavs, then win against Golden State, lose to Denver, and lose to Minnesota on January 13th. So as of January 13th, we've got a 23-21 record. So we're above 500, so that's looking all right going into January. So we'll check the win against Memphis. 47 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists coming from Devin Booker. 18 points from Eric Bledsoe. 19 points from Bino. 17 points from Mike Conley. And then the loss to Denver. 32 points and 16 rebounds for Jokic. When did Jokic start his career? Oh, same year as the person I'm doing at the moment. Gallinari with 19, Moutier with 16. So then we go to the L against Memphis. 23 points for Vince Carter, 23 points for J. Michael Green, Zach Randolph with 22 points and 14 rebounds, so a double-double. 23 points for Brandon Knight, 19 for TJ Warren, and Devin Booker struggled with 18 points. 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, shooting 7 of 20 though. Then the loss against Washington, 39 points for John Wall, 21 points and 16 rebounds for Marcin Gortat, so a double-double. Devin Booker with top scorer with 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. 19 points for Brandon Knight and 18 for Tucker. And then the win against Toronto to finish December. 41 points coming from DeRozan. 27 points and 17 rebounds coming from Jonas Valanciunas, so double-double. Kyle Lowry with 13. Devin Booker with 43 points, 4 rebounds and 6 assists, shooting 18 of 33. Eric Bledsoe with 21 points, 15 rebounds and 10 assists, so a triple-double for him. Move on into January against the Knicks, and we get the win over the Knicks. 32 points and 11 rebounds coming from Carmelo Anthony, so a double-double. 26 points for Porzingis. 15 points and 10 rebounds for Robin Lopez, so a double-double. 33 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists coming from young Devin Booker. 28 points for Brandon Knight. TJ Warren with 18 points. And then the loss to the Cavs. King James with 33 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists, so a triple-double. Kyrie Irving with 22 points. 29 points for Devin Booker with 4 assists, shooting 10 of 18. 19 points for Alex Len and Markieff Morris with 18. And then the win against Miami, 18 points for Bledsoe, 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists coming from Devin Booker, shooting only 6 of 14 from the field. TJ Warren with 17. 19 points for Josh Richardson, Amari Stoudemire with 17, and D. Wade with only 10 points. And then the 1-point loss to LeBron's Cavs. 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists for Devin Booker. 22 points for Brandon Knight, and Alex Len with 15 points and 12 rebounds, so a double-double for him. 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists for LeBron James. 24 points for Kyrie Irving. And then the width. Just need to clear my throat so my voice is a bit clearer for you fellas. And then January 10th, we get the 5-point win over Golden State. So Steph Curry with 24 points, Klay Thompson with 20. 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 11 assists for Devin Booker, so a double-double. 21 points for Eric Bledsoe. TJ Warren with 17. Just need to clear my throat, man. My voice is sounding rustic. Then the loss to Denver. 27 points and 13 rebounds for Jokic, so a double-double. 21 points for Yusuf Nurkic. 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists for Devin Booker. 16 points for Brandon Knight. Alex Len with 14. And then the loss to the Timberwolves. 18 points for Zach LaVine. 18 points for Wiggins. 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Devin Booker drops 36 points, 1 rebound, and 4 assists. 26 points for Eric Bledsoe. So we move on. We'll finish January. So we'll go from January 16th to February 4th. So I've got a 23 and 21 record as of this stage. So we'll simulate through. So we take a win over Memphis. So we'll check the win over Memphis. Vince Carter with 19 points. Zach Randolph with 17 points and 11 rebounds. So a double-double. 34 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists for Devin Booker. 24 points for TJ Warren and Brandon Knight with 21. So now we'll finish simulating to February 4th. So we'll simulate through. Take a win over the Nets, then lose to the Pacers. Take a win over the Grizzlies. Lose to the Hornets. Lose to the Mavs. Lose to the Spurs. And lose to the Raptors. So finish January, we lose to the Raptors. And we're not starting February off well as well because we lose to the Hawks. And then get a win over Boston. And then lose to Detroit. So we've now got a record of 27 and 28. So we'll check the win against Brooklyn. 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists coming from Devin Booker. Brandon Knight with 29. 18 points and 10 assists for Bledsoe. So a double-double. 22 points for Brook Lopez and 16 points for Joe Johnson. Then the 4-point loss to the Pacers. Devin Booker with another 30-piece, 5 rebounds and 7 assists. 26 points for Brandon Knight. 45 points and 12 rebounds coming from Paul George, so a double-double. Then the win against Memphis. 24 points, 1 rebound and 2 assists for Devin Booker. 24 for Brandon Knight. 22 points and 17 rebounds for Randolph, so a double-double. And then the loss to the Hornets, 28 points for Devin Booker with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Eric Bledsoe with 24 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. 36 points for Lynn Sanity, so Jeremy Lin. 23 points and 15 assists for Kemba Walker, so another double-double for Kemba. And then the loss to the Mavs, 27 points and 11 rebounds for Alex Len, so a double-double. 26 for TJ Warren, 15 points and 11 rebounds for Brandon Knight, so a double-double. And Devin Booker fouled out with 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Dirk Nowitzki with 18 points and JaVale McGee with 18 points and 12 rebounds, so a double-double. And then the loss to the Spurs, 24 points for Tim Duncan, 24 points for Manu Ginobili, 19 points for Brandon Knight, 18 for PJ Tucker, and Devin Booker struggled with 17 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists, shooting 6 of 29. As if you hear any background noise, man, it's just my dog chewing up a cardboard box. She loves playing with the cardboard boxes and ripping them to shreds. And then we lose to the Raptors by 1 point. TJ Warren with 34 points. Devin Booker with 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And DeRozan for the Raptors with 25 points. Norman Powell with 24. And Terrence Ross with 22. And then you got Kyle Lowry with a double-double with 15 points and 10 assists. And then the loss to the Atlanta Hawks to start February. 26 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists coming from Devin Booker. 17 for TJ Warren. 16 for Brandon Knight. 15 for Kyle Korver, Jeff Teague with 14. And then the win over the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk with 26. With 26 points, Isaiah Thomas with 21, Jay Crowder with 15. And if you hear that background noise, yeah, it's just my dog ripping up cardboard boxes, man. She's a pain. 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists coming from young Devin Booker. 24 for TJ Warren and 22 for Brandon Knight. And then we up to the loss against Detroit. Marcus Morris Sr. with 24 points, Reggie Jackson with 22, and Spencer Dinwiddie with 16. 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist coming from Devin Booker. And we move on. So we'll go to March 1st. So we'll go from February 5th to March 1st. So we'll simulate through, and that will also cover the All-Star weekend as well. So we'll get into the simulation. So we'll keep going. So we'll simulate through. First up, we took 3 losses in a row. 1 to the Nets, 1 to the Hawks, and then 1 to the Pacers. And we'll simulate through, and then we take a win against Sacramento, a win against the Clippers coming out, and then out of All-Star weekend, we win against OKC, and then we lose to the Bucks. And we'll simulate to March 5th. We'll re-simulate again. And then we take a loss to the Hornets, a loss to Chicago. I don't want to do the rest of the season. Stop. Can I stop it? Oh, yeah, it stopped anyway. So we'll go back up to where I was up to. So we're up here. So we'll check up here. We took these 3 losses in a row after All-Star break. So we'll check those losses against Brooklyn. 28 points for Brook Lopez. Bogdanovich with 23. 26 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists for Devin Booker. And then the loss to Atlanta, 24 points for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore with 13. 23 points and 12 rebounds for Bledsoe, so a double-double. 22 for TJ Warren. And Devin Booker fouled out for 20 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. And then the loss to the Pacers, 37 points and 11 rebounds coming from Paul George, so a double-double. 16 points and 13 rebounds for Miles Turner, so a double-double. 27 points for TJ Warren. Devin Booker with 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then we move on to the win against the Kings. 27 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists coming from Bledsoe, so a triple-double. 27 from Alex Len, and Devin Booker struggled with 22 points and 9 assists, shooting 8 to 18. DeMarcus Cousins with 27 points, and then the win against the Clippers, 29 points coming from Brandon Knight, 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 12 assists for Devin Booker, so a double-double. 21 points for CP3, 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists for Blake Griffin, so a triple-double. And then All-Star, so All-Star game happened. And yeah, I don't think Devin Booker would have made it. So the top scorers were LeBron with 17, Paul George with 19, and Team Steph Curry get the 110 to 100 win. And then we come out of All-Star break and we play OKC and we get the win against OKC. 31 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists coming from Devin Booker. 29 for TJ Warren. 29 points and 10 assists for Westbrook, so a double-double. And then the 1-point loss to Giannis's Bucks. 27 points for Carlos Boozer. 24 points for Jabari Parker. Chris Middleton with 21. And Giannis struggled with only 9 points. Yeah, he only got 9 points, yeah. 30 points for TJ Warren. 27 points, 1 rebound, and 6 assists coming from Devin Booker, but he fouled out. And then the loss to the Hornets, 35 points coming from Kemba Walker, and Al Jefferson with 21 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. And then 18 points for Jeremy Lin. Devin Booker with 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. 18 points for Brandon Knight. And then we move on to the loss against the Bulls. 22 points for Derrick Rose. 16 points for Jimmy Butler. 23 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists coming from Devin Booker. 18 points from Brandon Knight. And then the 2-point loss to the Mavs. 21 points for Dirk. JJ Barea was 17. 24 points for Devin Booker. 15 for TJ Warren. And then we move on. And then the loss to OKC. 22 points and 11 rebounds for Eric Bledsoe, so a double-double. And Devin Booker fouled out for only 18 points and 4 assists. Kevin Durant with 35 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double. Russell Westbrook with 21 points. And then the loss to the Kings, 26 points, 1 rebound and 2 assists coming from Devin Booker, 25 points for TJ Warren, 25 points and 10 rebounds for Rudy Gay, so a double-double. So we move on to, so we're up to March 14th, so we've got a record of 31 wins and 38 losses as of March 14th. So check the win against Golden State. 24 points coming from Steph Curry, 20 from Klay Thompson, 35 points, 1 rebound and 4 assists coming from Devin Booker. Eric Bledsoe with 31 points, 13 rebounds and 11 assists, so a triple-double. And then the loss to the Bucks, 19 points for Bledsoe. Devin Booker struggled with only 9 points and 4 assists, shooting 4 of 12 from the field. Jabari Parker with 28 points, Carlos Boozer with 20 points and 12 rebounds, Giannis Antetokounmpo with 17 points and 16 rebounds, so a double-double. So we'll simulate the rest of March. So we'll go from March 14th to March 31st, so we'll simulate through. So we take a loss to the Magic, a loss to OKC, get a win over the Lakers, lose to Sacramento, win against the 76ers, lose to the Jazz, win against Minnesota, and then lose to Denver. So we've got a 34-win record and a 43-loss record going into April. So we'll check the loss against the Magic. Leave it alone, Blasian. Sorry guys, it's just my dog being a pain. She's right under my feet, trying to play with everything. 34 points, 4 rebounds and 4 assists for Devin Booker, 15 points for TJ Warren, 23 points and 15 rebounds for Vucevic, so a double-double. And in the loss against OKC, 31 points, 7 rebounds and 7 assists for Kevin Durant, 19 points for Dion Waiters, and Russell Westbrook with 16 points, 16 rebounds and 16 assists, so a triple-double for him. 27 points for TJ Warren, 17 points, 3 rebounds and 6 assists, shooting 6 of 21 from the field for Devin Booker. And then the win against the Lake Show, 21 points for Julius Randle, Kobe Bryant with only 17, D'Angelo Russell with 14 points, 37 for Brandon Knight, Devin Booker with 32, Devin Booker with 32 points, 2 rebounds and 9 assists, shooting 13 of 26. And Eric Bledsoe with 28 points and 14 rebounds, so a double-double. And then we take the 1-point loss to the Kings, 28 points and 11 rebounds for DeMarcus Cousins, so a double-double. 29 points for TJ Warren, 25 points, 2 rebounds and 6 assists for Devin Booker, 19 points and 10 rebounds for Bledsoe, so a double-double. And then the win against the Sixers, 36 points for Brandon Knight, 22 for TJ Warren, 18 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists for Devin Booker. Embiid with 28 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. And then the loss to the Jazz, 32 points for Gordon Hayward, 21 points and 14 rebounds for Rudy Gobert, so a double-double. 25 points, 1 rebound and 7 assists for Devin Booker, 20 points for Brandon Knight. And then the win against Minnesota, 25 points, 4 rebounds and 6 assists coming from Devin Booker, but he fouled out. 18 points from Karl Anthony Towns and 16 from Levine. And then the loss to Denver, 29 points, 4 rebounds and 10 assists for Devin Booker, so a double-double. Alex Len with 21 points and 13 rebounds, so a double-double. 18 points for Will Barton and Nikola Jokic with 18 points and 12 rebounds, so a double-double. So we then move into March, so we've got a move into April, with a 34 and 43 record. So we'll go from April 2nd to April 7th, so we'll simulate those 4 games. So we take a loss to OKC, a loss to the Spurs, then win against Denver, and then lose to the Lakers. So it's not looking good out here with 35 and 46. We've got 35 wins and 46 losses in Devin Booker's first year in a Suns uniform as his rookie year. So we'll check the game against OKC. 47 points coming from Kevin Durant, Dion Waiters with 20, 23 points for TJ Warren, Devin Booker with 19 points, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And then the loss to the Spurs, 25 points for Alex Len, 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists coming from Devin Booker, 26 for Kawhi Leonard, and 22 for Tim Duncan. And then the win against Denver, 33 points coming from Bledsoe, 29 points and 13 rebounds for TJ Warren, so double-double. Devin Booker with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then Gallinari with 20 points, and Nikola Jokic with 17 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. And then a 9-point loss to the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell with 20 points, 16 points for Kobe Bryant, and 16 points for Clarkson. Devin Booker with 27 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Bledsoe with 19. So we simulate the last game of the season. And we end up losing to the Clippers. So MVP goes to James Harden on the Rockets. Rookie of the Year goes to Joel Embiid. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Brandon Knight. Anthony Davis gets Defensive Player of the Year. Andre Drummond gets Most Improved. And David Blatt's the Coach of the Year with a record of 60 and 22. So advance on. So All-NBA first team in 2015-16 season is James Harden, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Paul George, and Kristaps Porzingis. All-NBA second team is Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Anthony Davis. All-NBA third team is Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, Draymond Green, and DeMarcus Cousins. All-defensive first team is Eric Bledsoe from the Suns, so that's the first player from the Suns in anything. Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Anthony Davis. All-defensive second team is Dwayne Wade, John Wall, Draymond Green, Tim Duncan, and Andre Drummond. All-rookie first team is Joel Embiid, TJ McCollum, Bobby Portis Jr., Rashawn Holmes, and Guy Shelton. And yeah, we'll just move on because none of our players got the Rookie of the Year. And the play-ins not looking like we didn't even make the so with our record we didn't even make the playoff picture. We ended up with a win. So Devin Booker's first year in a rookie season, he ends up with a 35 win streak and a 47 loss streak. Doesn't even make the playoffs. So we move on to the playoffs and we'll simulate the play-ins. So it's going to be OKC against LA Clippers, San Antonio, Utah, Houston, Portland, Golden State, New Orleans, Cleveland, Chicago, Atlanta, Toronto, Detroit, Charlotte, and Orlando, Indiana. So we'll simulate the rounds. So now it's going to be OKC versus San Antonio in the second round, Golden State versus Portland in the second round, Atlanta versus Chicago in the second round, and Orlando against Detroit in the second round. So we'll simulate the round. So it's going to be the Magic against Atlanta in the East Finals, and it's going to be OKC versus Golden State in the West Finals. So we'll simulate those finals. So Russell Westbrook gets Western Conference Finals MVP, playing for OKC, and Eastern Conference Finals MVP goes to Jeff Teague. So we've got a Thunder Hawks final. So we'll simulate game 1 of the Hawks versus OKC, and the Thunder take the first game 138-100. Kevin Durant with 41, Westbrook with 34, and then Kyle Korver only managed 15, Jeff Teague with only 14. So we move on to game 2 and we'll simulate game 2, and the Thunder up 2-0. Kevin Durant with 32, Russell Westbrook with 22, Dion Waiters with 18, 20 points for Mike Muscala, Jeff Teague with 18, and Tim Hardaway Jr. with 15, and OKC get the 127-119 win. So move on to Game 3 of the finals, so we'll simulate Game 3, and the Hawks take Game 3 to come back with a 118-104 win. 23 points for Kyle Korver, 22 points for Mike Muscala, 35 points for Kevin Durant, 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists coming from Westbrook, so a triple-double. So move on to game 4 and we'll simulate game 4. And the Thunder take game 4 to go up 3-1. They take the big 152-102 win. Jeff Teague with 36 points, 18 points for Al Horford, Mike Muscala with 12, 49 points, 16 rebounds and 10 assists coming from Russell Westbrook, so a triple-double, 49 points for Kevin Durant. So move on to game 5 and we'll simulate game 5. And OKC end up getting it done 4-1. So Kevin Durant gets finals MVP. So it says the 25th, and so they saying Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook together in their primes would have got a ring. But yeah, that's just 2K bases set on Hall of Fame. But so with Devin Booker's Suns team being in his rookie year, he ends up with 35 wins and 47 losses. So yeah, doesn't make the playoffs. So that's Devin Booker's rookie season in the books. And as for all you viewers that are watching this and enjoying it, don't forget to smash that like button. And for all you new viewers out there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as it's free. And I'm on that road to 1,200 subs. And I appreciate every single one of you that hits that subscribe button. Anyway, that's another video in the books, and that's NZ Blasian out. And we'll catch you in the next video. NZ Blasian out.